You have kind of a unique position in the Star Wars universe because a lot of people have been able to join Star Wars lately, but you actually get to be in the shoes of I would say one of the most recognizable characters in all of cinema, really.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It feels like a lot of responsibility, but it's a job that I'm very well during these 3 movies that I've been involved in, very accustomed to, and I think I can deliver and not let anyone down.
Awesome. Now, if the internet didn't lie to me, you played basketball before this.
Yes.
So how did you get into being such a huge role in Star Wars from there?
Well, that was because I played basketball, and I was known in Finland as a basketball player. They were desperate to find someone to help out in scenes for The Force Awakens, and they needed someone with blue eyes, and who was 7 feet tall. So they called the Scandinavian countries basketball associations, asking for these requirements, and I was found through that connection, and I was called by the Finnish Basketball Association saying, Are you interested? There's a big budget Hollywood film looking for a man of your size with your eyes. Are you interested? And I said, yeah. Yes, I am interested.
Did you have any idea that it might be Star Wars or something on that scale?
At that point, no.
Were you a big Star Wars fan before this?
I was a Star Wars fan before this. Always loved Star Wars. They are the movies are what I grew up with, and first films I saw were Star Wars: New Hope and Empire Strikes Back and all that. So it was very, very important for me to get that part, and I eventually did.
Well, you've had some help easing you into the role from Texas's own Peter Mayhew. What did he tell you, and how did he prepare you for this role that you're inhabiting full time now?
Yeah, well, he was so graceful about it. He was really, really good, and just like, because it's got to be hard letting go of something that you dedicated your whole life to. And he will always be the original Chewbacca, and I've got so much love for him. And he told me how to. He told me basically how he did it, and that of course I understood that he would like me to perform it in the way that he performed Chewbacca. And I agree, as a Star Wars fan, there needs to be continuity in the character, because he's established, and he has this. He has his own way of moving and behaving, and I wanted to keep that going and bring that creature likeness of Chewbacca and make it, if the story demands it, make it more and bring more depth to the character when possible.
Well, so far it's still been the same Chewbacca we know and love on screen, so well done on that
great.
part. I've seen videos online of you speaking the Wookiee language, which is impressive to me as someone who can't do that. Is that something you actually have to do on set, or as part of the role? Is that your voice we're hearing?
Well, actually, the truth is nobody asked me to do it, and at this point it's just like, I just basically, I'm a showman. I wanna bring the best Chewbacca on set and entertain the crew and set visitors, and that's why I do it. But they usually, but it's become this practical thing, because now they use it to reference the sound. I assume they use it for referencing the bear sounds, the 1,000-pound teddy bears that they replaced my sound with, and to create the original Chewbacca sound. And as you can hear in the next room, we have our own Chewbacca there.
Totally. Yeah, I don't know if the mics have picked that up, but
it's actually.
I think that's much better.
I gotta go and teach him.
Now, you talked a little bit about how you're willing to take Chewbacca to higher levels if necessary. He's very active in Solo. I think more active than we've seen him in the past.
Yeah.
How is it doing that stuff in the suit? I'm sure your athletic background helps a little bit, but it still seems like a lot.
Yeah, it is so something that I've only realized with the ESPN did an E60 special on me, and I saw myself playing basketball, and I now realize what a thing. It's hard for me to have gauged that before, but yeah, basketball really helped me to get a sense of my body and movement awareness, and bring that athleticism to Chewbacca without breaking the established, and I think it's really helped me, and I loved in this film that we get to see a Chewbacca that we've never seen before. He makes some pretty big decisions in this film, and that's something I was really drawn to.
It's definitely some exciting stuff, some good set-piece action moments.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're in Texas right now. I get sweaty walking to my car in a t-shirt. How do you handle the sweat in that suit when you are so active?
Right. I'm actually fine. I'm so used to the suit being so hot. But yeah, it's really 10-hour days in a hairy costume. It means that I become this monk-like being when I'm working, because it's really hard to converse with somebody when you're in a mask, and oftentimes they ask me to just stay in the mask, but I prefer to have it taken off whenever we're not shooting. But it's very hard when we're shooting tough sequences and changing a few lights, and then we're back at it. So yeah, it's a tough full workout that I have to do for 10 hours.
Yeah, I can imagine. Now, obviously, this being the origin story of how Han and Chewie met and their friendship started, it's got some good buddy moments between the two of them, including a shower scene, which is kind of crazy. And are you aware of what that's going to do to the fan fiction community when they see stuff like that on screen?
And I just want to say I don't want to talk about it. No, yeah, it was lots of fun moments like that, and it's just this whole film is just a joyful ride, you know, a road trip in a galaxy that's full of dangerous gangsters and space creatures and flying ships. I mean, it's a wonderful film, even those who haven't seen Star Wars before.
Totally. So I want to ask you a few kind of rapid fire questions just to get to know you better.
Okay.
You know, just hear about you, the man behind the mask, as it were.
Right.
So, guilty pleasure food.
Fish sticks.
What's your favorite show on TV right now?
I have to say Game of Thrones.
First celebrity crush.
Victoria Beckham.
Favorite superhero.
Posh Spice. I would say, yeah.
Favorite superhero.
Yeah. Batman.
Best Star Wars movie.
Solo, a Star Wars story.
This man is on point. He's on message. Joonas, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.